Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about this cover. Okay, I goofed up with the cover because normally I will take a piece of scrapbook paper and I will cut it 9 by 9 and that will be my cover for my traveler's notebook. But this time I was not even paying attention and I used a file folder and I covered it with the paper and I cut it the size of, let's see, what did I cut it? I cut it to the size of 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. So as I started to work on my signatures, I was folding this paper and I realized that when I put this in here, that's not going to work. It's a little over 1/8 of an inch, maybe 3/16 too short. And the inside is okay, but it comes right to the lip, right to the edge of the book, and that's not what I want. So what I decided to do was cut them apart, and that's where the cutter did not do as I wanted it to do. So anyway, this is a grungy journal, so it'll work out fine. I have cut a couple pieces of larger what do you call this stuff? This is 65-pound craft paper. There you go. And this is already a file folder under here, so it's pretty stiff. So I am going to attach this on here. Yeah, and I'm not going to worry about the spine. I'm going to center it on these 3 edges here. And then I'm going to perhaps even change my mind as to what I want on the front, because the main reason that I chose, I do like this on the front, but the reason I chose this one on the front was because then I could put a label across the top, and I think that's what I'm gonna stick to. So which one is the zoomed in version? Okay, this was the inside, so this is the outside. So I will put that on the back and this on the front as we planned. And then I am going to use a piece of fabric to put these together. So let me see what I've got. Only need just a little gap, barely. In fact, what I'll probably do is glue one side and lay the other one on so I know I have a big enough gap. So let's see. I've got some cotton fabric strips, or at least I did at one time. Yeah, here we go. It's not it's just a thin I mean, you can see through it almost, cotton. So I'm just gonna cut a strip of that, and that will be how we attach the front and back together. If I'd have thought about it, I would have cut the piece and folded it, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. This is coffee dyed, so that works well. And a piece of electronic I'm covering up. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm thinking, yeah, that should be good. So let's do right about, don't need it hanging over. So, oh, this is the one where the tip doesn't want to cut because I abused it with wire. That's what I was doing, cutting wire flowers. Okay, making flower arrangements. I think I did that at my daughter's wedding, so it's been quite a while I've been dealing with that. I'm just going to have to break down and buy another pair. But anyway, so I do have a sharpener in the other room. Maybe I should just sharpen them. See if I can sharpen them, because I mean, it can't get worse, right? Is this the same width? Yeah, I guess it is. All right, so we are going to, and I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if these will fit in the sewing machine or not. My little tiny $99 machine, it doesn't have a big opening, so I don't think I'm going to be able to sew around these. but that's okay. We'll have enough going on, it won't matter. And we're sewing on everything that's inside, so I don't need a whole 1/4 of an inch. I just need that little strip. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac. It's probably that time to add some acetone again, because I leave the top off so much. I thought I heard my camera go off. Alright, so main reason I have this lined up is for lining up the fabric. I want to come over about a 1/2 an inch. Like that. And then come on. It's just really slow to get that bubble back up to the top. I did just fill up the bottle. I can't believe I've used that much glue already. There we go. It's like it gets, maybe it's time to get a new bottle. I don't know. It's like there's something blocking it. There we go. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Because now I can't really see what I got going on, so I'll flip it over. Hold that piece down a little bit. And let's hope that did it. Yeah. A little crooked. And I may run another piece of lace over this after I get everything sewn in. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to take these pieces that I had originally used and I'm going to center them on. So I'll be covering that up, but I printed another one, so all is well. And this should be nice and sturdy. Okay. So it should be about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Covering up that fabric edge. We'll do this side. Oops. Okay, lining that up. This is slightly larger than a traveler's notebook size cover, but I'm wondering, I think I'm just going to put a strip of fabric down the middle of that. I think I'm just going to put a strip of this down the center of that. And because we've got enough layers going on, so let's see, 1 inch ought to do it. And this is 24 pound paper. But I just need something right there to finish it off. And by using this grungy section, I think it'll be good. Hope everyone's having a great day. I got a lot done today. I had finished my to-do list by 11 a.m. and I've already made, like, I think this is my 3rd video I'm working on. So that's good. Yeah, that'll work. Just something else to stiffen up that fabric just a little bit, because, you know, it's not going to tear apart with that fabric when we sew into it, but all right, so then fold that like so. Much better. All right, so let's cut this apart. And so this should be 8.5 if I remember. It's, yeah, almost 8.5, so should be 4 1/4 and a smidge. So right on that line, pretty much, yep. Okay. And I am going to put the big roses on the inside here. And let's see, this is only going to have about a 1/16 of an inch around. I'm going to go right to the edge on that. And hopefully this one will be the same. I didn't quite. Yeah, that'll work. I should have done 1 1/4 inches on this, but I think it's going to work. I probably need to ink this first, though. Just a little bit easier. Because I've already inked the craft paper. And here. Okay. So I am going to gather up some pieces here for the pages. I think I want about maybe 18-20 pages, and I am going to use some of the we're calling them melted pages from the ink run. Yeah, definitely want to use a couple of those at least. And then some of them turned into just kind of like a pink background. So I think those would be good for writing pages. I'm going to go ahead and add those instead of coffee dyed paper. So I think that'll be great. So let's get that going. It's just, I try to do, I know a lot of people do all of the ephemera before they bind their book. I've tried that, and I feel like I can't do it. I have to see where it's going to go. It makes me feel like I'm, I don't know, out of order. I guess because I am. I usually do my cover first, and then everything else kind of falls into place. And doing the cover first also allows you to have a place to put everything. So But I also thought I might as well go ahead and do these pages and things so that, did I already ink this? Yeah, it looks like I did. So that I have a place to put stuff and not lose any of my ephemera that I'm working so hard on. So, not that it's hard, but you know what I mean. That you're taking your time to do these things. You don't want to lose them. Okay. So I really like this one. I always seem to leave about 1/8 of an inch, but I really kind of like it with the 1/16 of an inch, where it's just peeking out. That works. There we go. Okay, so that's the inside. This is the outside. I think I'm going to sew it in, and then I'll come over and add a piece of some kind of lace over the top. But for now, I think that's good. So then when I come in here with my pages, they are going to fit in nicely, and I can even add lace to some of the pages if I want. So let's see what we got for pages. Let me see how much time I have here. I have 41 minutes. No, I have 10 minutes. Okay, I'm reading it backwards, but I'm going to pause and start over just in case I run over. Yeah, because it will only allow me to go 29 minutes. So, these are the pages I pulled out. So, I've got the background pages. I think I'm going to use this for something else. So, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let me just take one of these out, and we'll leave this at 10. Let's take, these are similar. Let's take this one out. All right. Okay, so I've got 10 pages here. So, and then I've got 11, 12. Here's this page is not coffee dyed, but we could fold this in half and use it as a short page. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So these are some of the pages that ran, but they have the blue and the teal. It's kind of cool. These are, and this is 24-pound paper, so it's not going to add a huge amount of thickness to it. I think I don't want this one in here. And then I do want a doily. And so I do have a doily here that's not quite dry. But when I was inking the edges of the card, craft card, I sprayed some water on top of the ink that was on my desk, and I did this doily. But it needs to dry a little bit. So we can fold this and see what we want. These are going to have to be trimmed down. These are going to have to be trimmed down. So let's do that. These can just, well, let's fold these first. So these are already trimmed down. And I printed a very pale pink on the back of these. So, you know, just something that I sampled from one of these backgrounds. I'm not sure which one, but it came up the color that I used for the back when I was in Canva, it said it was called Dusty Nude, was the color I used on the back. And it's kind of a taupey pink, I guess. So I like it. Kind of pink, kind of tan, but good for writing. So, and this one has all kinds of pink flowers. I did not limit what flowers I used in this one. I just picked all the pink ones that I liked. I'm going to see if that tatting that I used on that pocket is enough for me to use on the edge. Yeah, so I might be able to use that on the spine or on the cover. Yeah, see, this has, oh, okay. I thought this was one of the pages that bled. Nope. Okay. All right, so let's see. We've got this rose on the front, so I don't want to necessarily put that on the front or that. We want something that's pictorial. These are kind of more writing pages. So I think I like this as the cover, or the, signature cover. And then we'll just kind of spread these out color-wise, maybe. Looks like I've got 4 that can go in. Get this one here. Just to mix it up a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, but actually I think I'll put those that way. And then I probably should put one of these on the, which one do I want to put in the center? Let's put that one in the center. I like that because it's got, oh nope, it's writing on that side too. I need one that has flowers on both sides. We can use that. Okay. I've got the pinks. I don't want the pinks necessarily next to each other. And there we go. All right. So and because there's not going to be an awful lot of pages in between, but I just want to make sure that we don't have the same flowers next to each other. I think we're okay. Yeah, but I put the flowers on both sides, like this one. So this one will be, no, it's not the one I chose. This one? This one. So this one can go here, but these flowers are the same. So let's take this one out. Alright, and then that one goes in the middle. Alright, let's see what we think about that. So this goes in here. I like that. Okay. Alright. Yes, so I think I have enough papers over here on the side to put something between, and I definitely want something between these 2 pages, and then that's going to be the center page. I really like that. Okay, all right, so let's trim. I'm going to put this up here for a second. Stay, and then we're going to trim these down. So I'm wondering if these are actually 8.5 by the time, excuse me, by the time they all shrunk. just going to cut them all at 8.5. All right, we're going to start from the middle. So I need something more to separate that. Well, let's just see how it goes. I don't want to put too many paper in here because I do have ephemera that I want to put in here. Oh, I like that. It's kind of cool. There's two. And I will use probably the back of the printed pages, these pages, to place my ephemera, as I usually do. Okay, so there's nothing between here. So where's that other page? There we go. All right. So there we go. That's with no ephemera. So we have 1, 2, 3. This doesn't have anything between it either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And I don't have something between these two, which is not the end of the world, but I probably want to find something, and maybe it might, let's see. I do have other pages here. Let's see which one of these we want to use. This is the one that had the flowers and the envelopes on it. And this one has this. I don't know, we could use one of these, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So maybe a book page would go. Maybe we should put a book page in there. Or I could use one of these printables. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew this in, and I think it'll be fine. Maybe I'll take one of the pages out, and then one of these can be used for something else. Which one? They're very similar. I think I'll leave this one. I'll take that other one out and we'll use it for a pocket or an envelope or something, because I have an envelope project coming up. So, okay, I thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too chaotic, but I wanted to show you how to fix the cover if you happen to make a cover too small. And that's what we did, and we picked out our pages, and I'm just going to sew them in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.